This week was a huge week for gaming, and most of it fell on the PlayStation side of things. I think that console looks crazy, but this is a Switch channel, so we're talking about the 8 new Switch games just announced. We're going to go through their trailers and their information and see what we think. But if you were excited by the PS5, I did start a new channel called SwitchForce, where we're covering everything PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. I'd love to see you guys over there. There's a link in the description down below if you want to subscribe and enjoy another side of gaming. But what's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. Make sure to smash that like button if you like new Switch games, and let me know in the comments down below which ones you think look awesome, which ones you think look lame. Honestly, because we're starting to have these summer digital events, we got some really good, interesting stuff today. Let's roll straight into the different titles for this week. 13 is coming back. This game originally released in 2003. Now it's hitting Switch on November 10th. Cell-shaded shooter action, originally put out by Ubisoft, not anymore. They've done a really nice job with the graphics, though. I didn't really get into the first game. I remember reading about it and seeing it in like gaming magazines. I never played it though, so I'm pretty pumped. I think it looks good. I don't know. I mean, I hope they've made some gameplay tweaks. I'm gonna say I don't know how a 2003 shooter holds up in 2020. This game was supposed to release last year and got delayed, but it looks hype. It looks good. And it's very, very pretty. Now, it is coming out on other consoles, so I hope it manages to look close to this good on Switch. I think they should be able to pull it off. Any of you guys play the original 13? Yeah, like these scenes right here look so good. I don't know. The Switch can always use more shooters. I just hope it controls smooth. I hope it runs good. And hey, a game that's coming out this fall for Switch. We don't have too many of those. This is a November release. Sometimes it feels like beyond the summer, we don't know what is coming to the platform. And we sure don't from Nintendo, but at least Microids is bringing this remake master. What are they calling it? They calling it a remaster? Remake. They're calling it a remake. Merciless remake, by the way. It looks pretty cool. Sign me up. I'm in on this one. One of the coolest things. And I'm excited it's coming out in November. It looks pretty freaking good. Autobots assemble when Transformers Battlegrounds drops on Switcheroo later this year. Bandai Namco, who love the Switch and hate us showing their trailers, are putting out a new Transformers title. This one, unfortunately, is developed by a really shovelware type studio, Coatsink. So I'm a little concerned about how it's going to turn out. It's not to say they can't do a great job. Maybe they will. They say it's a new and authentic take on what a Transformers video game can be. It's exciting for us to bring the epic story of the battle between the Autobots and Decepticons to life for new generations of fans on console. It's coming October 23rd. I'm sure it's not going to be a full-price game. It doesn't look like it. And they say like it's probably going to be more tactical, although there wasn't much revealed. So TBD on this one. The studio gives me pause, but I did like the Transformers games. War for Cybertron was fantastic. Remember, it had that really cool multiplayer mode, if you ever played it, and a really nice single-player campaign. I did not like the Transformers game, the like beat-em-up that was done more recently. I don't know about Transformers Battlegrounds. It's still like way too up in the air on what this game actually is, and if Coatsink can level up and put out a quality product. I like this one. This is pretty freaking sweet. It is a spell-based battle royale called Spellbreak, and it's coming to Switch once it exits PC early access / beta. Free to play, Magic Mayhem Battle Royale. And I don't really like Battle Royales. I have never really got super into Fortnite or things of that sort. I'm glad they're on the Switch. It's so nice that we have a healthy free-to-play ecosystem on the platform, and a lot of really popular multiplayer games have made their way to Switch. This one looks super sick, though. I may have to give it a try. I mean, I hope it runs really well because there's a lot of effects going on screen. This looks amazing. Like, it can't possibly be this cool to play, right? If any of you have played it, please let me know in the comments. Is it this cool to play? I guess I could go give it a try on PC right now. But this looks like Avatar meets Harry Potter meets Fortnite, which is an interesting and appealing combo. So I'm excited. It's coming out sometime later this year for Switch. We'll have to give it a look. What do you guys think? Nickelodeon Kart Racers 2 was confirmed at the IGN Summer Games Show, and it's making its way to Switch in October, bringing a bunch of characters. It's some absurd amount of characters from SpongeBob, Ren and Stimpy, Hey Arnold, Invader Zim, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and more. Tapping into your 90s nostalgia and potentially mediocre gameplay taste. I mean, the last game was not very good. It was okay. Definitely not on the level of Mario Kart, for sure not. And not even on the level of like Crash Team Racing, which is surprisingly good. I'd love if another kart racer came out this year and delivered. You guys know I've got my fingers crossed for Mario Kart 9 at some point soon because I love 8 Deluxe so much. And I'm ready for a full conversion of Mario Kart into Nintendo Kart. They're doing that with the Nickelodeon universe. They've got the Avatar characters like we were just talking about. They've got JoJo Siwa. I don't even know who she is, but it's advertised. It says it's going to have new tracks, online play, a bunch of new characters. It could be good. I would like a kart racer that includes these characters because it does tap into my childhood, even though I don't really like any of these shows anymore. I'm sure a lot of people do. The last one wasn't that great. So, again, kind of like Transformers, it's like, surprise me, impress me. I'm open, but we're going to have to really wait and see. Foreclosed looks really freaking cool. I wish I could show you guys the trailer. You'll have to go check it out for yourself. This is coming next year to Switch, Q2 2021, they say, which is like a very specific date or specific region of time far off, so who knows, but it looks amazing. It's a cyberpunk action shooter set in a graphic novel styled world. It looks really fantastic, like comic book inspired aesthetic and vibe, cyberpunk world, fast-paced, cel-shaded type shooter. And there's this interesting visual mechanic where it goes like full screen comic type panels and you're moving through the world in that fashion, but it's still like a fast-paced third-person shooter instead of oftentimes when we get like these comic book-based games, it's like you're moving through the panels in like a side-scrolling platformer or a beat-em-up or something of the sort. I like the idea of doing this with a shooter. Just like 13, it's bringing more action to the Switch from this genre, and it does have an RPG-like skill system, they say, where you'll be able to upgrade your character and upgrade your weapon's potential, upgrading your brain, which is always pretty nice. I think it looks amazing. Like I said, I'm sorry I can't show the trailer. You guys should go check it out. This is one that I'm going to be like, circle this game, keep a tab on it. Hopefully it can deliver. I don't know much about the developer, Antab Studios and Merge Games. Merge Games is decently solid, so I hope they're able to put something together, and this will be one like to watch out for. It's a ways away, but look, we're midway through 2020. It's the E3 time, so we are going to start getting a bunch of 2021 announcements, and I'm all about this one. Anybody played Slime Sand? That's a fantastic little platformer on the Switch. You can get it for cheap. I haven't seen it in a sale recently. I'm sure it has been at some point. I just haven't, but it's only a couple bucks. It's a great little game with like Game Boy-esque graphics. That studio is putting out Demon Turf, now upgrading from 2D to a 3D platformer, and they say it's the spiritual successor to Slime Sand. It's coming out on Switch either late this year or early next year, depending on delays. It's got what I would describe as a very ugly art style. Now, I'm sure some people will appreciate the art style, but to me, it does not look all that great. Now, I really like their 2D platformer. I know there's a bajillion on Switch, so trying something new makes sense. 3D platformers in 2020? 2021? I don't know. Do they have enough appeal? Can they do something different? Will they make it awesome? Their gameplay mechanics were super polished in Slime Sand. If they can do that for Demon Turf, it could be pretty fun. They say it is a very strange world full of nasties, most of them lumped into gangs battling for domination, but the Demon King is who you're after. I will keep tabs on this because the pedigree is there, not out for a while. I'm a little concerned when I see 3D platformer, but hey, open mind on Demon Turf. Alex Kidd is coming back with a revival from his Miracle World game. This is Alex Kidd in Miracle World DX. You can play the original Alex Kidd in Miracle World as part of, I believe it's the Sega Ages collection, Sega Ages series on the Switch, but they're making a very pretty upgrade to this game. It'll allow you to play the game in the retro style, but the new graphics, they look really nice. It's kind of got this like, hey, paying tribute to the old school style. There's a little bit of like almost like a glare, a blur like on this the gameplay, which is odd, but it's very reminiscent of like TVs and that time period, which I think is cool. I have zero nostalgia for Alex Kidd. They talk about in the article how he has been in like Sega Superstars Tennis and made some appearances. Like I said, his original game was on the Switch. I have no recollection or nostalgia for this character, so the game doesn't mean very much to me, but I know some people will be excited because they do like Alex Kidd. They do have fond memories as a kid of Alex Kidd. Do you know Alex Kidd? If I just mentioned Alex Kidd, would you know that this was a popular game character? In the days of the Master System, I don't have any memory, even though I did... wasn't into games back at that time. Alex Kidd just wasn't on my radar. It was all Mario. But apparently at one point, he was a rival of Mario before Sonic came to play for Sega. So there's no date, I don't think, but it's coming. I would like to think soon. Not for me, but maybe for you. Drive-By is emerging crazy taxi-style gameplay and deliveries with vehicular combat. It's supposedly coming to Switch in July, although no set date. It kind of looks fun. It's like this delivery battle game where you're trying to do your best to race around the map, and you can steal cash from other players. It reminds me of the Calling All Cars game back when the PS3 launched. I think we played Calling All Cars. I really had a lot of fun with Calling All Cars. It was super weird and quirky, and me and my brother loved just duking it out. So I'm always down for a new multiplayer game that has interesting appeal, especially that merges cars with a unique idea. Rocket League is phenomenal. Not the biggest Twisted Metal fan, but there is appeal there, and like I said, Calling All Cars, this reminds me a lot of that. It could be fun. It doesn't have great graphics. It looks a little wonky. But if they are able to deliver a fast, fun style game, you know I love Astro Bears, speedrunners, things of that sort. I'm down for something me and my brothers can get into and play a couple rounds real quick. And who knows, maybe it'll be a surprise gem, one of those games that's cheap but awesome. We'll have to wait and see. There you have it, my friends, the PS5. But also the 8 Switch games of the week. Which ones are you most excited for? Which ones look like total crap? Be honest with me. I'd love to hear from you in the comments down below. Hit that like button if you enjoy finding out about the new Switch games, big events this coming week, so you know there's going to be a lot of announcements. Hopefully next week's list is really star-studded. EA Play, come on EA, what are you going to deliver? My favorite is probably 13 and then Foreclosed. I think both those look really good. Similar art styles, both shooters. I'm excited, but Spellbreak could be a surprise if they are able to get the performance up and make it work well on Switch, get the community going, free to play. Not too bad, but give me your take in the comments down below. Thanks so much for being here, everybody. I appreciate you a lot. Make sure to check out XP Force if you're interested in that crazy box on screen right now. It's going to be a fun, awesome new channel and new place for us to talk other games. Nothing changes on SwitchForce, don't worry, because I love you guys the most. Until that time, though, everybody, have a fantastic day. Stay safe and stay healthy. SwitchForce, out.